Hello, I'm the On Teacher and welcome to today's tutorial where we're going to be looking at the Grid Extrude custom feature. Now for me, I've found this tool really useful in replacing patterns when I've had to pattern a shape or a extrude into a grid. So I'm just going to start again with the sketch at the top there. So you should remember you'll see that red circle when we left click. So we're going to click on sketch and I'm going to click on the front and then press that N key. Now I'm just going to do a center point circle from the middle and I'll resize it to 100. Now it's important to remember when we do this resizing, if you just click and then let go, you can automatically resize it. If you want to change the size afterwards, you go up to the dimension tool there, we'll left click and we can click and change that number, so 50, double click 100. To finish using the tool, we can either click off it or we can just press escape. So that's the sketch done. So I'm just going to press the tick now. And just like before, we have to go to our add custom features. And what you're going to be looking for is something called Grid Extrude. So I've already got this installed, but I'll just show you. So we type in Grid Extrude and you can see they come up there. So I've already got my Grid Extrude installed up here. So Grid Extrude is there. We click on that. Now this is where it can get a little bit tricky. So I click on sketch 1 and I'll show you what it creates. So it's created a series of holes into that shape. So we can then change, just like normal, just like a normal extrude, we can do some things here. So we can make it 5, for example. So it comes down to 5. We can then change the cell width. So this is the diameter of the hole. So if I make that 10, we can change the pattern there. We can also change the grid type. So you've got hexagon. So you get hexagonal grid, triangle, square, 2 different types of circles. So one is a square grid, so it's just in rows, or the idea of that hexagonal grid. So it creates that grid. Now the other thing we can do is add a boundary. And when you add a boundary, it will put on that edge in there, so it makes a complete boundary there. And you can play about with these. I found it very useful for doing like speaker grills and things for modelling. So if I take it down to 2mm with a 2mm gap, you can see how it updates. And you can do that very quickly. You can also invert the grid. So instead of dots, we'd get pins when that comes up. And you can also do the same where if we just press, I'm just going to cancel that. I'm just going to go to my sketch and create an extrude out of that sketch, so 25. So we can take an extrude. I can use the Grid Extrude tool again, and it will take that up. If I do remove this time, it's going to cut into it. Now normally you do need to then put the merge with all on, and you can see how it cuts into it, and you can then change your distance. So I just want to go 5, so it's going to cut into the 5 of it. So you can create a texture like that, or you can do the invert grid and get the holes down onto a surface. So it's a nice little quick feature, and that's Grid Extrude. I'm sure you'll find other ways to experiment it. I hope that's been helpful. Thanks very much for watching.